Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cabincast with only one of the recorders again.
It's all good. We'll be fine, hopefully.
Yeah, it's me, Thomas, back from a slight break due to unforeseen circumstances, and also Ollie.
Also me, yeah. You guys would have noticed Tom was on a break, but he was.
Yes, I was on a break for about a week. I'm back now. We're doing stuff
Indeed.
with Marvel. We're doing Marvel Studios 2021 Disney Plus Day Special.
So we've got Disney Plus Day stuff. It's not just gonna be Marvel, but
Star
we're
Wars.
keeping stuff hidden so that Tom doesn't know what it is until it happens.
Oh.
But we're gonna start with the Marvel one. This is the longest one. Streaming it from Disney Plus. It's
Let's go.
like what Tom said. We're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1, now.
And that's playing perfectly.
Very
If only it
good.
did that all the time.
That would be great. But no.
Ah, the Marvel intro. Very nice.
Indeed. Have you seen Shang-Chi? I can't remember if you went to see it at the cinema.
I think plans for that got very definitively cancelled.
Indeed.
Like plans for June as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, WandaVision.
Yeah. In which case you might have to watch that. It's now on Disney Plus.
Yeah. It was always on Disney Plus, wasn't it?
No, it was not. It was not a
It
dual
really
release.
Plus.
It was
I
just a
swear it was
cinema
on-
one.
Uh,
That was Black Widow.
oh yeah, back when yeah.
So long ago.
Yeah. That was great mystery.
It was
That
very
one.
cool.
I did like that. I mean that not gonna lie, if you haven't watched it, this kind of just spoils it.
Yes. Hopefully they have, though.
I suppose they can. That was a great transition.
That was a fun transition.
That was a very good transition.
Okay, so we're doing like a recap. That makes sense.
Yeah. I love the subtle change as well
Mm-hmm.
for that. I still maintain that that series was probably one of the best explorations of current day political issues in the United States.
Yeah.
And then there's this series, which was undoubtedly the best.
Excellent.
Loki. And again, I like they're doing the changes in music very well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they mix quite well. Uh, some very interesting stuff about playing the episodes at the same time. And I think it's when Wanda becomes the Scarlet Witch
Yeah.
and the one who remains like noticing or something.
Oh, that was
Pretty clever.
such an amazing scene.
That was great, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
This is What If.
Yes, we've had his final work now with the end of What If. Yeah.
Hmm.
That was a lot of fun. But yeah, one episode was missing from that,
Yeah.
which is interesting. That last episode was particularly fun.
Yeah, it's good. Few more missteps, I think, than the other series, even, but still quite good. Oh,
Good. I enjoyed I enjoyed a lot of them, but there was some which I liked more than others.
Mm.
Yeah, this is soon as well.
yeah, this is more of an actual trailer then, I hope.
Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun.
Is that? Yeah, that's a moving van.
Yep, it is.
That is a very long shot. And if
Yeah.
that's in the movie like that, that is very good.
Yeah, we saw them in that What If episode.
Yeah.
There's some very powerful arrows.
Sometimes you gotta.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta just, scare the kids, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, yeah, there's an awful lot more to Hawkeye than just being good at shooting arrows.
Yeah.
That went
I do
well
like
until it
the
looks like
idea
it
of a.
didn't. Hmm?
I do like the idea of like an older sort of hero mentoring like
Yeah.
a younger one.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
Aha, Oscar Isaac. With a very different voice. I don't know if you know this hero.
I don't know if I do. Moon Knight.
Talk about it at the end.
Know that.
Yeah.
She-Hulk will be pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is
Miss Marvel,
yeah.
which I'm very excited for.
I am Groot.
I am good. Holiday special.
Okay, yeah.
What if season 2?
Oh, so we are getting season 2.
Don't know
We're
what
getting
Echo
Echo.
is.
No clue what that is.
Loki season
Loki
2.
season 2. That's gonna be good.
X-Men 97. Spider-Man freshman year. Ironheart. Looking forward to that one.
Mm.
Agatha, House of
Well,
Harkness.
okay,
This
that's
is
gonna be quite
exciting.
good.
Armor Wars. Looking forward to that one. Marvel Zombies will be interesting.
Oh,
Secret Invasion.
oh.
Ugh. Nick Fury looks great. freaking Zemo dancing. Okay. There we
I
are.
don't even have to mention like Swarm not being in it because we've already got Swarm from Doctor Who.
I was gonna say you've got
Um,
Swarm in Doctor Who.
Yeah,
You
we
can quit
got
your
Swarm
whining
in
now.
Doctor Who. Yeah, I can't whine. I'm not allowed to whine anymore. Chris is going to be so happy when we next do a Marvel thing.
Mm.
Like, no, can't talk about it. Doctor Who gave it to me. We've done a new. I assume we'll be in a new group. What?
I have sent a new link for the next one, which will be the Pixar stuff.
Well,
We're gonna go
yeah.
through everything.
Yeah, we'll do everything in the same one. Why not? So long
Exactly.
as
It's
the
a regular
recording
episode.
holds out.
It hopefully will. So Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna try and find. I mean, I'm fairly caught up with like heroes and stuff, but I haven't ever really heard of that.
Moon Knight has a dissociative identity disorder.
They're gonna have to tread very carefully then when representing that.
Yep.
Like, very carefully.
Yep. So he's a guy. Also, Moon Knight, and he was a former Marine. There's something to do with the Egyptian moon god Khonshu. And now he's got
son of a Jewish
multiple
rabbi, former
identities.
Marine,
So
CIA operative who became a mercenary despite his deep without violence and majority. During a job in Sudan, he is pulled by the ruthlessness of a fellow mercenary and takes shelter beneath an Egyptian moon god Kushni. Okay. Interesting.
So yeah,
Very
very similar to
interesting.
Batman.
Yep.
But if Batman, had multiple different
Personality.
identities,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So Oscar Isaac, obviously great.
Yeah. We've got Miss Marvel as well, which is
Miss Marvel, which is
that's going to be good, I think.
looks a lot of fun. That's the first.
There's obviously Hawkeye, which is also I think going to be pretty good. I wonder if we're going to
Hawkeye
get a
looks like a lot of
reference
fun.
to Black Widow in that. I
mean,
wonder if we're going to get Yelena.
I was going to say, based on the end of Black Widow, it definitely seems likely.
Yeah. Which would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like that type of dynamic that they're going for with that one. What else? We got She-Hulk, which I think is probably going to be quite good.
A lot of fun, I think. Yeah. Again, opportunity for us to see people like Daredevil.
Yes.
Or rather, lawyer Daredevil, whose name's escaped me. And other characters.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of fun.
We've got some more stuff to do with the X-Men, although I think that's just an older series, isn't it?
It's from 97 that they're making new stories for.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
okay.
anyway. In the same style.
That's good. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, more What If, obviously. We expected that.
That's almost as if like someone just. That's almost what fans of the original Battlestar Galactica kind of wanted to happen with the remaster. They just wanted it to pick up with the with where the original left off, which is fair enough.
Don't know what Echo is, like we said.
Echo, I don't know what that is.
Armor Wars and Ironheart we already know about.
Echo Marvel. Hang on,
Secret Wars looks. Secret Invasion even looks exciting.
Yeah. Okay, that's
interesting to see what they do with zombies.
That's another one that might have stuff like Daredevil and that in because I won't spoil that because that's actually might be quite important. But in with that crowd, from what I can tell. Which is cool because it means we're getting more stuff around that. It'd be very cool if we got Daredevil at one point.
Yeah.
Because
there's rumors that we might have him in the next Spider-Man, but There's so many people we
Rumors.
might have the next Spider-Man at this point. So
Yeah, there's been. Well, I mean, there was a I'm not sure if you saw it. There was like a supposed leak that popped out about Kenobi, and then that was proven to be a complete toss. I think.
well, we're not there yet. We'll get to Kenobi.
hmm
But first we've got
Um.
Pixar.
Yes, Pixar. Let's start with Pixar because we need to get
Start
through
with
these.
Pixar. We have many things indeed. So yeah,
Many things, yes. I haven't
starting the
actually
Pixar
kept up
one.
much with Pixar, although I do
Mm.
know they're doing Buzz Lightyear, but I haven't seen
Have
any
you
of the
seen the
newer
trailer for that
ones.
yet?
I have seen the trailer for that. It
Because
got me
it
so
looks
confused because I was like,
incredibly
"This is
pretty.
clearly Pixar, but I don't know what it is." And then
Mm.
and then they put him in like the actual proper suit, and I was like, "Okay, it's Buzz Lightyear,"
Yeah.
but it's like an actual like
Starting.
proper Buzz Lightyear one.
It's the Buzz Lightyear who the TV show and the toys are based on.
Yeah,
Or something. Anyway, starting this one in 3, 2, 1. Now, these are much shorter now. It's just the first one that was quite long.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot to get through with Marvel. I'm looking
Mhm.
forward to as we're syncing. Oh, I'm syncing to
Yep.
Groot. Hang on. Yep, I'm there.
Cool.
What a legendary man.
Yeah. Steve Jobs building. A. Ha.
Oh boy. Just when you thought they were done with cars.
Mhm.
Have you seen the videos on the biology of the cars?
They're very strange. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, they've already got
Okay.
Owen
If
Wilson for Loki,
car
so why
car
not?
dinosaurs, I like the idea of that.
Yeah. It sounds like it'll be fun.
Alright.
Ah.
How did they get there? Definitely
Mhm.
was not scripted.
Turning red looks very odd.
Yeah. It's like a vlog, isn't it? To be fair, they know their audience.
Mhm.
Like how Marvel knew their audience.
Mhm.
Because Marvel's just like, oh, go, go, go. Whereas this is more like, look at our cool stuff.
Yeah. Ah. Have you seen Luca yet?
No,
Ah. Very sweet.
I have heard it's quite good.
Very Ghibli-esque, so I would highly recommend.
Mhm.
I do need to watch that. It looks like a lot of fun.
Mhm. They they are aware that people know that this is scripted and they're making fun of it.
Yeah. I like the stretch bike up the back.
Also, I'm just going to point out traditional open office
cool.
areas.
Yeah.
Not there.
That's a really clever idea. That sounds really cool, actually.
Fair. I think that's going to have a lot of good animations. I think.
Mm.
Yeah, Pixar.
Nice.
I like the people at Pixar always like strike me as just generally good people.
Yeah. They do.
That's what makes them really nice. Obviously, I haven't been keeping up with their stuff recently, like or at all really. The last Pixar movie I think I watched was the last Toy Story.
Oh wow, that was
so ages
a while back, a couple of years.
And that's and I only watched that I think because I had an investment in seeing the end of the story. That may change because I'm pretty sure Matthew wants to go see Lightyear.
Lightyear looks great. Have you not seen Soul?
No, I haven't seen Soul.
Oh, watch Soul.
Go watch Soul. If I get the time, I will. Hopefully, I will.
There's basically a whole bunch of films that you should watch, but yeah, what about the timing?
Yeah, I'm well aware, but I'm getting close now to off time. There's only a few. I think I've got to make it through most of November, and then I'm into a in December. I've got a short month, so there'll be lots of time to do other stuff. Right.
There we are.
Yeah, no, that looks interesting and a bit more of a I see what we're talking about here. Oh boy.
Indeed. Yeah. No, Lightyear looks really cool. Turning Red, I think it was about a girl who turns into a red panda or something like that. It was very odd when I saw the trailer, but it looked
okay.
very interesting.
Well, I mean,
Ciao Alberto, I'm sure will be really sweet.
We're talking about a studio that also did stuff like self-animate toys.
Indeed.
And cars that are biological. So
yes, I mean, yeah, we've got them again, so that'll be fun.
So yeah, it's not that far out.
And yeah, Win or Lose sounds really interesting. But here's the big one.
Yeah, let's go see what this is.
We do love our Marvel, but we love our Star Wars even more. At least we two do.
And we most definitely both love Ewan McGregor.
Starting in 3, 2, 1, now. Very short but sweet, this one.
My favourite Ewan McGregor moment is the moment where he's like, "Oh, look at the seals." You don't say. Oh, my dude.
Concept art. Underwater? Inquisitors?
Was that the Inquisitor from Oh, what was the name?
From the Visions
Jedi
episode.
Order. Fallen Order.
Oh, Fallen Order. We'll go back and have a look.
That looked like the same one in the concept art.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Indeed. The sand. The sand.
I am hoping. I see. I don't know whether they're going to tell. This is what I'm wondering. I don't know whether they're going to tell a self-contained story in Tatooine, which is very disconnected. From the past, because it has to be connected to the plot. If they're going to bring Obi-Wan out to do stuff, there has to be something happening that's drawn him out. Okay, so it is going to be related to the plots, and it's probably going to have some significance to why Obi-Wan is the way he is in the last time we see him in Flesh and Blood, I suppose, before he dies.
That I mean, it's definitely the
That
same
that
style
that
as
looks very similar. Hang on, let me get
Second
that.
Sister.
Let me get that up. In
Seven. Both the first lady, the Inquisitor lady we have in Rebels, and Triller. That could be either of them.
yeah,
Obviously, they both
Episode
die,
1.
so
Yeah, but it could be before
it
then.
depends when it is
How?
for sure.
Yeah, Second Sister. Damn it! All the things that looks. It just looks suspiciously like the same helmet design.
It certainly does. It
Um,
certainly does. That, but it is concept art, so that could well be why.
yeah.
But it'll be interesting because we've seen quite a lot of the Inquisitors now, either in comics or in
Well,
games
this
or
is the
in
thing.
TV
There's
shows.
still a bunch of mysteries going on about what happened with the full. Well, I say I can theorize
Mm-hmm.
because episode 9 obviously gave us the Sith Eternal, and
Yeah.
if they're collecting force sensitive children, I can pretty certainly say that that's probably where they went,
Yeah.
even if that leaves my poor, expanded canon heart a bit sad because I kind of
For
wanted
sure.
more Inquisitors. Although again, it makes sense why there's none by the end of
Indeed.
by the end of Rebels. I think it is. We see the last of them go. We don't see any
Yeah.
past Rebels now. I
We
don't
don't see any
think.
past season 2 of Rebels.
Yeah. Um.
3 of them get
But like
killed right then
having
and
the
there.
Inquisitors like as in Kenobi would be good.
Mm-hmm.
It'd also be a very interesting mismatch because again, the Inquisitors aren't. What makes the Inquisitors powerful is not the fact that they're powerful with the Force or that they are really well trained. It's the fact that they have an unconventional style of fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, certain Inquisitors are better trained. Second Sister, that implies
Yeah.
more competence than others.
Mm-hmm.
The Grand Inquisitor is a temple guard, so the most
Indeed.
competent out of them.
Yeah.
Um, they implied there that there's going to be a renewed fight with Hayden Christian. And going back to what I'm saying, I don't know whether they're going to solely focus in on the present and hope that
Mm.
people have seen Revenge of the Sith and know the plot. What I actually hope they're going to do is I hope they do a lot of like past moments with Hadrian and
Maybe.
and
Ewan
Ewan,
McGregor.
just sort of
Yeah.
in the past Anakin Obi-Wan type stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And it'd be very cool if we got some characters, and this is like so out there that it probably won't happen. But if we got characters from Jedi Apprentice, I would be very, very happy.
Hmm.
Okay, and the main reason I say that is because the characters from Jedi Apprentice are, in my opinion, some of the funnest characters in expanded like canon that haven't made an appearance in Star Wars canon now.
Yeah.
Up there with sort of like Mario. That's again my biases because I read those books when I was young and I enjoyed them
Yeah.
quite a bit. But I mean, you've got a bunch of sort of Obi-Wan's friends. Basically, I want it to expand more on Temple life, and this is something that I think I've said quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mentioned it in the last Disney, sorry, not Disney Plus Visions episode,
Mm-hmm.
where we got that slice of life just after, well, a couple hundred years after the fall of the Sith, where you have just a master and a Padawan on a planet investigating a mystery. That type of
Yeah.
slice of life type stuff in the Jedi Order, it's always been fascinating to me. Part of the reason why I enjoy those like really poor council scenes in like the originals in the sequel series where they're all debating stuff. You get the funny line where Kane's like, "What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?"
Well, yeah, in the
That type of
prequels, yeah.
stuff I always found interesting, and I always found in
Mm-hmm.
the books that explored Temple pre-sack the stuff with Jedi just going about their own businesses out of combat. Always found that interesting. I really hope we
Yeah.
do get some flashbacks to stuff like that. I hope
Mhm.
we get some characters from Jedi Apprentice. Although
Yeah.
that's as I said, a big ask.
Bit of
'Cause
an
it would
ask.
require someone on the team to know about Jedi Apprentice because it's fairly obscure, not ridiculously obscure, but fairly
Sure.
obscure.
Mhm.
Have read it, have liked it, and have convinced them that they're the caliber of characters that to bring back similar to like
Yeah.
Thrawn.
Mhm.
Um,
And
and the problem
yeah.
as well with Jedi Apprentice is a lot of the stuff like Obi-Wan has a love interest in that, but that's been superseded by the Clone Wars where we have Satine,
Sure.
who
Yeah.
is very much not a Jedi,
No.
very much not the same character.
No.
So you could suppose make an argument that there's redundancy there, but I think it would have just made
Indeed.
him. I think those characters would make it even more interesting and
Yeah.
even more of the struggles and the choices that Obi-Wan
Mhm.
has made.
And if we
Make it.
don't have it in that, we do know that Hayden Christensen is going to be in the Ahsoka show,
Yes.
which means that Obi-Wan could be. So we might get some stuff in there in flashbacks, even if we don't actually know Obi-Wan
Yeah.
series.
That's another good point. Slices of
Mhm.
life with Ahsoka, because
Yeah.
we don't get many days. Well, we do, I suppose. What I would classify as the first truly great Ahsoka episode, the Holocron Christ,
Yeah.
was, I suppose, a slice of life, although it was framed more as a punishment.
Yeah.
Um, I suppose also maybe the investigation that Anakin does after
Mm.
Ahsoka leaves the temple when she's blamed for
Yeah.
the bombing. That's also quite slice of life type stuff. But that type of stuff,
To an
particularly
extent,
in
yeah.
relation to the Jedi, and
Mhm.
even in the Sith, you know, I'm going to pitch another show here. You know my favorite pitch, which is young Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon going
Yeah.
around. Okay, what about like a Sith Academy series? Just one
Huh.
where every season you just get new Sith initiates, and they
Wow.
spend
Yeah.
the entire time, and you have to guess which one ends up becoming the Sith because they just keep on killing each other. I think that would actually
Certainly
be
be
pretty cool.
something.
It would be dark, but it would be pretty cool.
Mhm.
Um,
Have you
but
seen Willow,
yeah,
Tom?
Willow.
Yeah.
I do
You're
not
saying that? I
believe
don't
so.
think so. With Warwick Davis.
Um,
It's an old fantasy thing. I don't think you've seen it, so we won't watch the new thing then because you have to watch the first one first.
are
But
you
they're
talking
doing
about
another
the
Willow
film?
with much
I've got it
older
up.
Warwick Davis. So
Oh, very nice.
yeah, we might
Is
have to
that
watch the original because it's
it,
meant to be a
or is
classic.
there more stuff to do?
We're done.
Ah,
Those are the
well,
big things that kind of pertain to us anyway.
yeah. I have to. I'm surprised we didn't get any more Star Wars because we got Book of Boba Fett coming out soon. I
Yeah,
would have
but
expected a
like
behind the
very
scene on that.
soon.
It is
So
very soon, to be fair, Book of Boba Fett, and that's going to be, I think, the more traditional bounty hunter type stuff with him and Fennec Shan. Although in saying that, the trailer did have him just sort of,
he's not a bounty hunter. That's what he said.
yeah, he did say that, didn't he? I wonder if we're going to get Boba Fett ruling Tatooine at the end of that series.
It's certainly going to be interesting.
In Legends, again, this is hyperbole because Legends doesn't mean anything anymore. He does end up becoming Mandalore.
Mm.
And ends up actually fighting, hilariously enough, alongside Luke and Leia and Han and that
Mm-hmm.
in the Second Galactic Civil War.
Yeah.
And lends the Mandalorian support to that. Although I would argue that the position of Mandalore is more than likely going to end up with Jin Darren,
Yeah.
the actual
Din Djarin,
Mandalorian.
yeah.
Name of the show would kind of indicate that he's probably going to end up becoming the Mandalorian.
Mm.
And I mean, if not him, I'd say it'd probably be more likely to go to oh god, I've forgotten her name.
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan. Um, But
That's
we'll have to
that's
wait
the
for
question at
Mandalorian.
this point for season 3, isn't it?
That is the big question for season 3, to be fair. And also the potential that we might see some more Jedi stuff.
Maybe.
Potentially. It'd be interesting if we did. But yeah, we can talk about this. I can give a potential prediction based on Legends, because believe it or not, there is some Legends content about Obi-Wan on Tatooine.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, it's an awful lot of Obi-Wan wandering around Tatooine, protecting Luke from typical child-induced dangerous situations. This is how Luke knows of old man Ben when his uncle's like, no, you're not. I don't want him anywhere near here. It's also, I think, why Owen's not the biggest fan of Obi-Wan in that. On top of blaming him for like what happened to Anakin, he always seems to crop up in dangerous situations that Luke is also involved in. So yeah, problems there.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a book, and this again dates back to Jedi Apprentice, where he ends up leaving Tatooine for a while to go assist a Padawan called Fennec, who was the Padawan of one of his friends who he had a romantic stuff with in Jedi Apprentice, but later left that because the Order and stuff can't be having that.
Mm-hmm.
And he came and he helped him out for a bit. And it was really interesting because in Jedi Quest, which is somewhat of a follow-on from Jedi Apprentice, which follows Anakin and Obi-Wan's adventures as Jedi before the Clone Wars, Fennec and Anakin have a sort of antagonistic relationship. So that's the Legends perspective. Obi-Wan goes out, helps him, ends up returning to Tatooine pretty soon afterwards, and then I believe Fennec ends up getting himself killed somehow. Can't remember exactly how he got himself killed.
And that's a different Fennec to the one that we now have in canon.
Yes, Guy.
Yeah.
Completely different. I'm not even sure if I'm might be Theranos. I cannot pronounce his name. It's there.
Sure.
But it's that sort of like pronunciation style. Very similar name.
Yeah. Okay.
It might be Ferris O'Neill, actually. That might be the name. This
Well,
is the
I
problem
guess
when you're so in deep with like canon, names become like so similar to one another. And seeing as my brain is also broken, thanks dyslexia, doesn't help.
Indeed.
But yeah, I think we'll leave it there.
Exciting stuff. Yeah.
Very exciting. I can't wait to see what this is about. Obi-Wan Kenobi series, that's next year, isn't it?
Mid next year, I think.
Mid next year. We will report on it when we get the chance, I guess.
We shall.
I'm pretty sure we also saw in the choreograph scene Vader with Vader, Hayden Christian with like a Vader-like mask on him.
It did kind of look like that, but it could also just be that they're wearing masks because of quarantine.
Yes, that's true. Hang on, I've moved to it. There. That does look suspiciously like a Vader-like mask, but I think you might be right. You might be right in saying that that's there. I also suspect we're probably going to get some weird vision-y stuff with this. Because we know that Obi-Wan ended up communicating with Qui-Gon on Tatooine in canon.
Yeah.
So the potential for Liam Neeson to show up is there. I'm pretty sure Liam Neeson though said that he didn't want to return to Star Wars. So maybe
might
not.
have done, yeah.
Although in saying, wasn't he one of the voices at the end of 9?
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe he's broken with that now. Maybe he wants to be back into it.
I don't know.
We shall see.
We shall see. So thank you for listening. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Thank you for listening to this episode of Cabincast. For more episodes, go to www.cabincast.podbean.com or use the Podbean app. You can now also find us on iTunes and Pocket Casts under Cabincast and on YouTube. The uploads here are behind. Finally, you can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Cabincast. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.